Sunday, August the 13th. Wow. Y'all are not playing around today, huh?
Ooh.
A lot of videos posted today on a specific topic. Well, I guess we knew this was coming. It had been talked about for a while. Wanting to point out what is fake.
Yes.
And wanting to point out the contradictions that people had seen. Great work. So we did a video a couple days ago about wanting proof of me sending specific emails. That proof was not posted. So I'm guessing it wasn't real. Perhaps it was a deflection, perhaps it was a rumor. I don't know. Of course, as soon as that was done, we started gaining even more information about how things have happened, about how stories started, about what's real and what's not. So, thank you to those that are hard at work out there. And thank you to those that are been in contact with us and ensuring that the truth comes out. I've been wanting to talk on a specific topic for a while. It was presented to me a while back.
We both have. Oh.
I didn't know what it was originally when someone sent it to me. I didn't even understand what it was about because of the way it was sent to me. It was a short snippet of a video of someone describing dopamine levels in relation to posting videos, and I didn't get it. I didn't know what that meant. Now that I've seen that full portion, I didn't realize it was completely in relation to us and what I was shown today.
Oh boy.
When someone thinks they're an addiction expert,
Addictionologist. Oh boy.
top of a neurosurgeon or neuroscientist, on top of, I don't even know, YouTube expert, whatever,
Right.
in terms of the effects that chemicals have on the brain when one were to watch a video, post a video, comment on a video, receive feedback on a video. First of all, I don't know where they're qualified. I'd like to see the qualifications. If you're trying to say, for those of you that are just tuning in or have never heard me speak or have never even seen me, there was a period of my life where I was addicted to opiates.
Me too.
So we have experience with opiate abuse and opiate dependency. So we know a lot about that from a personal standpoint, a little bit out of a textbook, and then we know a lot about recovery and how to stay clean from opiates. At least we like to think we do. If you're trying to compare watching videos, the effect it produces to the effect shooting heroin produces, once again, I don't know what the heroin's like in Buffalo, New York. Never been there, never did drugs up there, just don't know. But my guess would be the quality is probably the same, possibly even better. I know quality in New York City's really well from what I've read and people I've talked to, so I'm sure it would be similar in Buffalo.
Whoa!
You're not a big
I
lot.
was telling Jake this before, he's like, why would two people do
You're
this?
done.
And I explained to him, well, they're ex-junkies, so they're using YouTube in that rush of like the drama and everything happening to play with their dopamine levels, because when they post a video, that anticipation of a comment or some kind of controversy or whatever triggers chemicals in your brain for dopamine. So they don't know it, being ex-addicts, but they're doing this malicious behavior, just like Chris Potter and Scott. They need to view it as an addiction, and what they're doing right now, trolling the way they are, seeing as
damaging and as damning as they are to themselves, they're doing it because they're addicts, sadly.
help. Thanks. Anyway, we're all on to you. We don't really care about you guys. Because we have identified it as an addiction problem. Like Nibiru, how I've said, if you've been following WTF Sky for some time, I've related Nibiru as like an addiction. It does dopamine in the brain and triggers,
like a chemical hormonal reaction in the brain. People post something on YouTube, and when people respond to it, it triggers something in the brain. And, I'm not going to feed into others' addictions of toxicity anymore. Nibiru is toxic. And a lot of the truther community is also toxic. It's crazy to me. So we're not going to fall prone to it. It's easy to get sucked in. And me and Jake are trying really hard right now to just ignore them, starve them of the attention that they seek. Because what we want is we want to help people out of the Nibiru rabbit hole. And we also want to we want to zoom out.
And like his wife, like her rap sheet is like some angelic thing. Like I'm not even gonna get into it. They're fucking junkies. They're criminals. They're criminals like Scott Crone. Think about it. Crohn's disease. Fuck him. They're criminals. Sarah's got a record too. She's a fucking junkie. She's a recovering junkie. But you know what? I'll tell you something. I've been around heroin addicts. You can't fucking trust them. They will steal your fucking grandmother's fucking lunch money if they need it to get their fucking next fix. I know. I've been around these heroin fucks. Dayton is bad for it right now. It's part of the reason why I was happy to move out of fucking Dayton, Ohio. And Brandon, boy, oh boy. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you right now. This is fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. So there you have it, guys. Sarah Brandon thing against this community caused the rift between Logan and I. Now they're caught, trying to act like they're all innocent and they never would do anything. Guys, they're not here to take Cone out. They're here to help Cone take this community out.
You're associated with opiate receptors or endorphins and kephalins. I think there's another one and possibly a fourth. Those are the natural ones produced that exist in the brain. When you take an opiate, those are the ones that fire extra, that produce the euphoria, the buzz associated that a person would want from opiates. Why would I be looking for dopamine? I'm looking for endorphins. I'm looking for enkephalins. Why would dopamine be important to me? I want my opiate receptors to fire. That's not in relation to dopamine. That's a different part of the brain.
Your endorphins is what you're looking for.
You're talking different classes of drugs now. When someone sent me a video a while back where it was this person talking about dopamine levels in relation to a video, and I think they said that we needed to get help or something like that. I didn't get it. I didn't get what it meant. I didn't get in relation to what, and I should have watched a longer portion of the video. I get it now and get it today. So what you're trying to say is that since we're addicts, that we have a problem, that we're addicted to YouTube. The issue is you used the wrong chemical. You named the wrong chemical. You named dopamine. Had you named endorphins and kephalins, and I think there's a couple more chemicals in the opiate receptors that could fire, you'd have been close. But I'm betting YouTube is not going to make those fire, is not going to make the opiate receptors move and produce the type of buzz I or her would be looking for.
Not even close.
Dopamine is associated, is the pleasure center part of the brain. It's a stimulation thing. So stimulants are things like cocaine, caffeine. Dopamine is usually it. When they talk about dopamine in relation to addiction, they always talk about once you stop using the things that cause dope. So you were kind of on the right track because we're not using. They talk about gambling, shopping, different types of addictions. So I get what you were aiming for with YouTube. The problem is opiates. We weren't coke and crackheads.
Not at all.
Not my drug of choice.
Not mine either.
I did those things. I experimented with them, but that wasn't a big part of my story.
Mine either.
So if opiates was our drug of choice, we would be interested in things that produce those types of effects. And there are natural ways for that to happen. Had you researched that, you would have known better how to make fun of us.
Yeah.
That's actually a really simple one. I learned that a long, long time ago. I'm just surprised you didn't put more research there. Typically, especially making fun of us, I just thought you would have put a little bit more work there instead of dopamine. It's too generic and too wide of an example. I've known people who can, especially with dementia patients, they can watch TV for like 18, 20 hours a day because of the release of dopamine. That's why. You are so far off, it's unreal. What you're describing here, basically you're trying to make this correlation that we're addicted to the YouTube drama. We love it, and we can't wait for a comment to post it.
No.
Once again, go talk to an addict, go talk to an alcoholic, and find out if what you're saying is true. If you read this on a blog or you just created it, I don't know what to tell you. We like real stuff, like truth, honesty.
Facts.
We like those things. When it comes to the fake, made up, doesn't make any sense, is not based on any evidence, we're not as interested. No. It's boring. Like I've said in the past, if I wanted that, I'd go to Sconey's gym. It's just a bunch of lies and stuff that makes no sense. So, there's chemicals associated with opiate addicts. There's chemicals associated with stimulant addicts and amphetamine addicts. You missed the mark.
Big time.
You're in the wrong part of the country. You got to look at where we're at in the country, what kind of drugs are around here, what we've said in the past. There's obvious things here that anyone could have looked at and seen and said, oh, okay, so they were addicted to this. This is what they would have been into. These are the type of chemicals in the brain. I don't think I have to spell this out for you any further to say that you're way off the mark here. I don't know. I guess I'm just a little disappointed there wasn't more research into how you tried to make fun of us. I personally, if I was going to do this, I would have taken more time to do some research and find out if it was true or not first.
Because you guys really talk about us a whole lot. We would have figured, you would have put more time and effort into this.
At least make it true.
Right.
Not put it in a position to where I can just take it and just go, yeah, that's not real. It was that simple. It's not even close. Like I said, you're talking about a totally different class of drugs here. As we all know, United States, especially the Midwest, especially Ohio,
Ohio.
is in an opiate epidemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. So there's a lot of research on what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So this is easy stuff to find. It's not like it's complicated. So my guess would be, I don't know if this was a shot in the dark for you or what, but I don't know. All I know is that I hope that answered, because there was a couple people who have been asking this dopamine question, and I didn't know what the purpose of it was. Today, I finally got what people were getting at. They were trying to say that, we're so addicted to YouTube, it's like heroin.
Oh boy.
If it were like heroin, I'd have YouTube tattooed on my neck. If it were like heroin, trust me, you'd see a lot more videos from me. Oh boy. No comparison. It doesn't make sense. You are trying to say that shooting heroin is like watching a YouTube video. I'm just trying to say that out loud for you so you understand what you're saying. You're trying to say that a comment on a YouTube video is like shooting heroin. I don't know what kind of comment section you go to.
Well,
I guess, yeah, we do. Ooh. But yeah, the ones I'm involved in, they don't have that kind of effect at all. And if anything, it's just a comment. Just communication. So I hope that made sense.
yeah.
I hope that cleared up some things for those that had questions. And ultimately, I hope next time you're more thorough in your pursuit of trying to make fun of us or trying to find a way to make us look bad.
Right.
I do. Because this one's, it was easy.
And everything you've said about us this far has been nothing but slander. It's not been factual. It's been slander. I just needed to say that.
Yeah. Let's get some real stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Once again, just talking, it doesn't do a whole lot. We're just talking. Action is key. So, what are you actually capable of? Are you capable of the action? We know you can talk. We know you can comment. Can you act? Can you do things outside of that? It's not a threat. It's not a, we gonna meet up and do this and that. It's a question.
Yeah.
You know? So, we're trying to find out what's real, not pretend. You know, some people like Candyland and playing pretend and acting tough. No desire. We just want to find out what's real. So, that debunks that for you debunkers. In terms of saying we continue to act like we've done no wrong, I'm pretty sure I did a video specifically saying what I did was wrong with a certain email. I did an entire video on that out of the request of others. Because it was true. It was true then. It's true now. That's me cleaning up my side of the street. You weren't willing to accept that, although you never want to be in drama because you don't like drama, according to you. But you weren't willing to accept that. There's nothing else I can do at that point. I've cleaned up my side of the street, said it was wrong, said I was sorry. It's done. On my side. If you want to continue to wallow in a resentment and a grudge, bop till you drop. Have fun. We know what resentments and grudges do to people. Ooh, I'm good. You can have it. I never had a grudge. Never had no problems. So, saying we act like we did no wrong, that's debunked. Do you have anything else? Once again, continuing to give false information to people, it's called lying. It's dishonest. It's not real. I don't know your intent there. We will respond to it. You said it yourself. You weren't willing to accept it. We know what that means.
Yes.
There's no confusion. Everyone else knew what that meant. That meant you enjoyed it. You like doing those type of things, and that's fine. That's what you enjoy doing. If you didn't enjoy it, you would have moved on. And it was interesting that the whole time you kept saying, move on to us. That's what we did. It's obvious by the video.
Yeah.
We hadn't even thought of it up to that video. So, the point of this video was to debunk the dopamine thing and make sure people had the right information instead of some theory or something someone wrote on. I don't know if you found that on a blog somewhere where that came from. Go ahead, do your own research. You do not take my word for it or her word for it. Go find out and talk to other addicts, alcoholics, people in recovery. Find out. I'm just presenting you with my personal experience and what I've learned from talking to doctors and therapists and other people in the addiction and recovery world. I know for a fact that one ain't right. But, like I said, go find out for yourself. I have never told anyone who to hang out with, who not to hang out with. We don't mess with Scony. That's just something we don't do. But outside of that, in his realm, we've not done that. The truth is that y'all are doing some good work out there.
Yeah.
Y'all are making some real videos. People are standing up to what's fake. I saw a video last night of the way someone was treated in a comment section. And it broke my heart. Absolutely broke my heart to see someone talk to that way when they're saying they've been crying their eyes out. That's all I need to see. We've known that all along. People have said things like that all along. Last night was more proof of what actually goes on. Find me doing that to someone.
You won't see it.
Especially if someone tells me they've been crying their eyes out. Someone that follows me or is concerned with what I'm doing. Someone on my team, something like that. Find me doing that. I'd like you to show me that. And not a fake email or a fake text message. Because you have to prove those, remember? Kind of like I asked you to get proof of the emails you didn't get. I still haven't seen any proof of that yet. So that'll be interesting. I'm sure you're hard at work on that. So, great work out there, y'all. I'm sure it'll continue. We appreciate the correspondence. You guys know who you are. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for the love and support. We'll see you soon.